Later, on the 235th floor of the abyss, the land stretches endlessly, covered in a vast wilderness. The air is heavy with silence, and an eerie stillness lingers in the atmosphere. Salisbury, the alien lord of the abyssal eye demon clan, is watching Chen Bai from a distance, who is lying motionless on a mountain stone nearby. The single glowing eye of Salisbury is locked onto Chen Bai. A system notification appears, stating that the special conditions for this floor remain unknown. Chen Bai appears trapped under mind control, his body unresponsive and his expression vacant. His consciousness is locked within an illusion, his mind no longer his own. Salisbury observes with satisfaction. The human before him is now caught in an endless dream, unable to break free. His laughter echoes through the wilderness as he wonders what kind of sweet illusion Chen Bai is experiencing. Inside the illusion, Chen Bai sits on a throne surrounded by beautiful women, each one devoted to him. A young elf girl kneels before him, speaking with admiration and reverence. She pleads for his acceptance, declaring that he is her god. She offers her entire existence to serve him, claiming it would be her greatest honor to become his servant, tool, or even an object for his use. Chen Bai listens but remains unmoved. He tests her sincerity, asking what she would do if he ordered her to give up her power and die. Without hesitation, she insists on her loyalty, promising that she will prove her devotion no matter what. However, Chen Bai tells her to stop acting and adds that her words of loyalty are empty, nothing more than a desperate attempt to survive. Her ambition is too great for her to truly submit to anyone. In her life, the concept of loyalty has never existed. Chen Bai steps closer to the elf girl, lifting her chin with his fingers. He looks into her eyes and declares that he is willing to spare her life. She lowers her head and expresses gratitude, insisting that she would do anything for him. Without hesitation, Chen Bai hands her a collar chain and gives a command. He tells her to wear it and tie herself to the gate, serving as a watchdog. Her body trembles slightly. Chen Bai watches her reaction and throws the collar onto the ground. She does not move immediately. Instead, she stands silent and still, her head lowered in hesitation. His gaze sharpens and he questions her reluctance. He demands to know if she refuses his order. After a brief moment of hesitation, she finally picks up the collar, fastens it around her neck, and accepts her fate. She declares her complete submission, stating that serving as his dog is her greatest honor. In reality, Chen Bai remains seated on a rock, completely trapped in the illusion. His lips move slightly, murmuring words from his dream as if lost in deep conversation. Salisbury, the abyssal eye demon lord, stands before him, watching with amusement. He finds it entertaining to see Chen Bai lost within the dream, unaware of what is happening in the real world. Chen Bai, still under the illusion's control, continues speaking. He acknowledges the elf girl's response and remarks on how it suits her role. Salisbury smirks, impressed by how Chen Bai plays along with the illusion. He reassures him that once his soul is fully absorbed, he will forever remain inside this sweet dream, trapped for eternity. However, before Salisbury can make his move, 3 swords suddenly materialize behind him. Without warning, they pierce straight through his body. A notification appears, revealing the true special condition of the 235th floor, to see through and break free from Salisbury's illusion. Chen Bai opens his eyes and breaks free from the illusion. He acknowledges that the dream was beautiful, but it was not real. No matter how tempting it was, staying in it forever would be meaningless. Salisbury, now wounded, struggles to understand what just happened. He questions Chen Bai, demanding to know at what point he had seen through the illusion. The fact that Chen Bai had broken free without him noticing leaves him in shock. Chen Bai explains that identifying the illusion was not difficult. The reason is simple. Salisbury cannot simulate the true presence of a god. Perhaps his original form is capable of it, but here, in the trial, he is only at level 10. He further clarifies that escaping was even easier than Salisbury might have expected. The sword spirits were never pulled into the illusion, which allowed them to act independently. Unlike Chen Bai, they retain their own consciousness, giving him a direct way out. Salisbury listens, realizing what this means. If Chen Bai had been aware from the start, then he could have ended the fight at any moment. This leads Salisbury to suspect that Chen Bai allowed the game to continue, merely toying with him. Chen Bai denies this and explains his true reason. He never intended to play games with Salisbury. Instead, he needed a break. After descending through 200 layers of the abyss, his spirit had reached its limits. He recalls the sheer number of battles, the relentless strategizing, and the hundreds of times he was forced to restart. The overwhelming fights, calculations, and betrayals had drained him beyond what simple physical and mental recovery could fix. Even though his strength and energy could be restored, the burden of accumulated pressure and confusion remained. No matter how many times he recovered, the weight of an endless, unforgiving journey did not disappear. If not for this illusion, his willpower might have completely worn away. Surprisingly, he realizes that the dream helped him remember his original purpose. Without it, he might have eventually lost himself, becoming a madman wandering through the abyss without an end in sight. For this reason, he acknowledges that Salisbury has unintentionally helped him. In a strange way, he owes him a moment of clarity. Salisbury looks at Chen Bai and remarks on his choice to rest inside the illusion. He finds amusing that after enduring the exhaustion of 200 floors, Chen Bai chose to recover inside his fantasy world. He reassures him, however, that there are not many battles left ahead. Chen Bai listens carefully and asks if they are approaching the final floors. Salisbury begins to walk away, casually revealing that fewer than 300 floors remain. However, not all of them are occupied. Many of the layers are empty. Chen Bai, hearing this, corrects his assumption. Even if a layer does not have a current floor lord, the will of the abyss will summon a former lord to fight in their place. He recalls how the smoke demon from the 215th floor had previously ruled over the 192nd floor, proving that past floor lords are still active in the trials. He reflects on the fights he has already experienced, noting that he has faced the same type of enemies multiple times, as though their hands were being played like a repeated deck of cards. Salisbury quickly disagrees, shaking his head. He clarifies that some floors do not just lack a lord, they have been completely erased. In those places, nothing remains. He explains that during battles between truly powerful beings, entire layers of space collapse in the aftermath. The deeper the abyss, the more frequently this phenomenon occurs. Chen Bai listens and wonders if this is truly the case. If some floors no longer exist, then what lies ahead is even more uncertain than he expected. He expresses his appreciation to Salisbury, acknowledging the useful information. Before leaving, he adds that if he successfully clears the trial, he might return to visit Salisbury in the future. Salisbury bursts into laughter, clearly entertained by the idea. He assures Chen Bai that if he ever comes back, he will experience a flawless illusion, one so perfect that escaping it will be impossible. If he fails to break through, Salisbury will never let him leave again. A notification appears confirming that the 235th floor has been cleared. The system prompts Chen Bai to select his recovery time. Without hesitation, he chooses 1 second, refusing to waste any time. He clenches his fists together and prepares himself. His energy surges, and he declares that he will continue fighting while he is still at his peak condition. Another notification appears, informing him that the 236th floor has collapsed, automatically transporting him to the 237th floor. Before he can react, a second notification follows, confirming that the 237th floor has also collapsed, moving him straight to the 238th floor. Then yet another notification appears, announcing that the 238th floor has also been destroyed, forcing him into the 239th floor. Chen Bai takes a moment to process the situation. For the first time, he realizes that collapsed floors can actually be skipped. His thoughts race as he wonders how many floors will be skipped in total. A final notification appears, transporting him directly to the 279th floor. Chen Bai reflects on the significance of this. He has skipped 44 floors in an instant. The number seems unbelievable. He starts to question how so many floors collapse. If he ever gets the chance to look back, he might ask the fallen angel Elmia or Salisbury for an explanation. Just as his feet touch the ground, another notification appears. The 279th floor is revealed. His next opponent is the Bull Demon Lord, the Lord of Beasts. Baphomet, a special condition notification follows, stating that in order to defeat Baphomet, he must first navigate through a maze before engaging in battle. Chen Bai processes the name before him. Baphomet, the Lord of Beasts. Recognition flashes in his mind. He has heard of this entity before. Baphomet is known as the god of the Torn tribe, a sacred figure worshipped by the barbarian class. This means he is not just another floor lord, he is one of the 6 true gods that the fallen angels warned him about. He takes his first steps forward and immediately notices the change in atmosphere. The ground beneath him is dark and stained with blood, marking the entrance to the maze. The walls of the labyrinth rise high, casting deep shadows that make it impossible to see ahead. The silence in the air carries an oppressive weight, as though the maze itself is watching him. Moving cautiously, he reminds himself that even though the first 200 floors were incredibly difficult, the real challenge has only just begun. He recalls a warning: anyone who enters this maze will be attacked without hesitation. There will be no room for error. At that moment, a shift in the air behind him catches his attention. A beast emerges from the darkness, its red eyes glowing with hostility. Its horns curve like a markor goat, while its face resembles that of a lion, filled with ferocity and hunger. Without hesitation, it lunges forward, aiming to strike Chen Bai before he can react. I hope that you liked today's video, and if you did, hit that like button as today's like goal is 1,500 likes. Comment next part down below for the next part. Also, consider subscribing with the notification bell on to get notified as soon as a new video drops onto the channel. You can also join the channel to support me financially and watch videos before public release. I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.